Don't!
Beyond safe! Rush that rock!
Another win, but who's counting?
Star metal, if I'm not mistaken. Might want to take that to a blacksmith.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going down World Stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwig barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. Good advice. Since she arrived, there's been a spike in disappearances. And I don't want to be one of them. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwig's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
As long as she's not on our scent. Given how angry she was about Eagwolf, probably best we give her a wide berth.
You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
Believe me, that's a relief. Besides, the Steel Garrote's all too eager to take up that mantle.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vrikas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. Taking in the slack is one thing. They look ready to strangle each other with it.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Well, maybe figure it out. We can't prepare for what we don't know is coming.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
The Living Lands is an odd place, period.
But so are the Animancers.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of Animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
You don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the Living Lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops. We'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway... You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. Well, you came to the right place.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy. That's the spirit. What about you, Marius? What's next?
I have, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Yeah. Who else is going to show us which mushrooms we can eat and which ones want to eat us?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule. You might want to consider not washing your clothes and sap. Flower oil.
I hate to break it to you, but regular laundry is a common courtesy when you're traveling with a...
Would you be a dear and help with these forelings, please?
Looks like she could use our help. Let's get her here.
Fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? To climb, of course.
You're welcome to my shoulders.
There's a godless artifact just out of reach, and I must have it. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
If you keep encouraging her, she's going to climb you.
Watch out, Envoy. She seems to have a thing for you.
Careful, darling. I already have a lover. A good one. Skilled with his hands. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord. And I need this vase now. Oh, you will? My. You're a looker and a doer. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins, but no one listens to me.
Just as good.
All you had? Nice work. never seen Emerald Stair like this. It's usually so nice.
As if people weren't hungry enough. Another glorious battle.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animancy.
We don't use animancy on our farms in Dawnshore, and our forests aren't trying to kill us.
I don't know what you want from me. The other Animancers and I are just doing the best we can to survive.
Fior will be better able to survive if they accept help from the adherents.
The adherents have already made great strides in bringing order to Paradis.
I just want to go home without being harassed.
My wife's...
I wouldn't let an Animancer within 100 yards of my crops.
You showed up at a bad time.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that.
Word of
by
advice,
myself.
give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giatta's about to tear that poor man a new one.
Anything like it.
Oh, I bet.
Well, I hope you have a stomach for profanity.
Huh. A woman shouting profanity at leadership? Reminds me of home.
She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last. The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Look,
This city's so overgrown. It's like the Living Lands is pushing out an infection.
the Emperor's envoy. Come to interfere in Steel Garrote business again? Certainly not. Besides, I have no more business in Fjord. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. Good. Perhaps he will listen to you. I am not fashioned for statecraft. Still, I think the governor is too stubborn to be persuaded even by the Emperor's finest. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests. Barter for peace, prepare for war. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace? No, the Animanzers were such shrewd business people, too.
Jata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? My reputation precedes me.
It was more the sound of your voice that preceded you.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. We have Giata to thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the dream scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
As usual, Giatta never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another bed.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. Because they're cowards. To them, I'm just a cautionary tale. A fallen animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... Curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giada's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. Likewise, they should be educational for us both. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Sorry. I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Messiverno. Forever. As much as I would love that, we're already out of time. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. I hope so, because we're running out of options. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Thrown out of the pub!
Godlike.
We're... We're all...
Come all. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him, sir?
Well, my first...
Genuine healing priest. Purest orbe ora.
The Adherents have come quietly. They will not take us by force, but with rules and charters. They will steal our city from underneath us.
You there. You look like you know your way around... hello. I heard what happened. I see why you'd want to protect yourself. Wait, is that star metal? Abaddon's arse, this stuff is rare. I'd love to make something with it, but I'd be afraid of ruining it. I can't think of anybody else in Paradise who could either. Who knows? Maybe there's a blacksmith in another city who can help. Well, if I were a betting girl, I'd wager one of the smiths in Solace Keep could work with it. Good luck getting inside, though. Or surviving the journey there.
Right. Galawain's Tusks is one of the deadliest places in the world. Probably not worth the trip.
No thank you. I'll take my chances with the smugglers here any day.
but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. Curses. Without Fjorm... There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer us some insight into your... While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial envoy. Boy.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light. A recoil. Mundane, a lifetime lived in. We wilt, we gnaw with hunger now. What has come of this place? Skin of the teeth. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of... What are these rituals? A new tongue. grows, the dead rise. What do they hope to set what has been broken? They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make? The hound cannot recognize itself. Should we fear it too? Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream.
Everyone okay?
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the face down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. Oh, holding my vase hostage. I respect that. First and foremost, Fior Mesiverno is an animancer sanctuary. Vidaro, unlike his father, the former governor, is not an animancer. I don't know why anyone would give two pyres about Vidaro. He loathes the idea of others thinking Fior is less than perfect. Emerald Stair used to be the breadbasket of the living lands. Now it won't bear fruit, and there are rumors of plague. Pleasant, isn't it? But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, Godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you? The godless and their proclivity for high spaces, I swear.
I'm sorry you had to see that. But our governor is too... I can think of one. He's an entitled little worm who can't stand to be proven wrong.
You did challenge his...
I know. There aren't many godlike left these days. Bye.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial envoy, research assistant. Who knew?
Take your best shot. Arms up.
A godlike.
Why is it somehow worse when the Revenants aren't trying to kill you?
I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Beatrice, you know, the one with her viscera on display? As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer? Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor, but of course nothing is ever that simple. What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong. That's the spirit. If Beatrice ate something that disagreed with her, the least I can do is keep it from spreading to the rest of the flock.
Make sure you wash your hands after this.
Huh. It's like cleaning a deer carcass. If it was rotting, smelled like Kai after his morning run.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting? Aha! So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
Not really. But that's all right. You and I have something in common. Giata Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? He's a bigger fool than I thought. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Yes, quickly and mercifully if you can. Silvo is one of my revenants, my oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture, and I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a revenant goes bad, there's only one option: final death, and poor Silvo's time has come. Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that? And... This is...
Emerald Stair has seen better days. With any luck, the turning of the seasons will favor us. We're animancers. Hooking up equipment and seeing what happens is what we do. You see, the living lands is rich with essence, the energy of souls. We channel this energy into our fields, and that's why Emerald Stair is the breadbasket of the living lands.
There's something poetic about the idea of plants eating souls to survive. Creepy, but poetic.
But as you can see, we've been dealing with some irregularities. Giata thinks so, and I trust Giata. Traditional farms depend on water, sunlight, and the mercy of insects. What you see here is no different. Animancy can change the world, but it's an uphill climb. People don't trust what they don't understand. Envoy, a pleasure as always. I... I'm... What?
Make sure you wash your hands.
Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf. Oh. They can't... Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down ports.
Well,
when the outsiders and travelers down on their luck, you'd be surprised how many people want to sell their bodies to animancy.
Say what you will about mercenary and military life. At least your obligations end at death.
Anyone else see a downside to giving monetary value to corpses?
This is a good forever home for the undead. Better than some crypt, anyway. But sometimes we have bad days. Really? Oh, I've always wanted a godlike for the stables. Deal! You've made me a very happy animancer.
Make sure she doesn't try to collect till after your death.
I'm not dragging your corpse back here from some ancient ruin, I'll tell you that.
Once you've dealt with Silvo, we can finalize the arrangements. Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Emerald Stair has seen better days. With any luck, the turning of the seasons will favor us. We're animal, you see, with...
Yes.
Thank you. We've been at it for... Traditional farms depend on what animancy can change the world. Come back soon.
You take lead.
Everyone okay?
Envoy, a pleasure as always. Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. And end up like Giata? No, thank you. The corpses, they need me. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say. Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giat are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock. Ah, before I forget, here's a down payment on your body. And here's your collar. Try not to lose it. You're going to love it here. Hopefully not for a while, though.
Great. Now I have to add to my list of idiotic ideas.
Let's hope we steer clear of assassins for the time being.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are silent on this question.
Neither. Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
They're wearing one of Elia's collars. Do you think they're undead?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend? Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike's vacant gaze betrays an unquenchable thirst for violence. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
I suppose we owe her a favor. Or two.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal?
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky. Ooh, good answer.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us? Weren't you?
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone? Yvette, take a note. Godlike are inherently uncooperative. Approach with caution. I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, Godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
There's no cure for the Dream Scourge, much in the way that there's no cure for an avalanche.
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear
Hurry,
Giotto was
before they change their
sent into
minds.
exile?
Ugh, I might have
Wonder if she
dozed
knew
off
this
there
was
for a bit.
Or
Were any of
maybe
those
a
words
test
the ones we
subject?
needed?
We could do both. Anything to work with the great Giatta Castel.
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim. Officially, I'm one of the many researchers here. My specialty is in the anatomy of the many species of Eora. If you must know, Vulpinet, these bounties are more pressing than my research. Someone had to be chosen to man the board. That person happens to be me. At least some of these bounties result in interesting specimens to study. Aura Taugori, I hope to see you soon. Those poor souls. Please bring them peace, Aimika. Becoming part of a blight is not a fate I would wish upon my worst enemy. So, the Trentons. A bunch of butzos, if you ask me. But they are dangerous, I'll admit. Watch yourself out there. Be careful with old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence. Ah, those Delamgan. They're not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, ne?
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, I mean.
Confounded machine.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source. We can't make something out of nothing. We're still limited by our resources. I could use a large single block of Atra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So, you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Adragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, I'm Mika.
Oh, it's you.
you finally showed up. I was worried you weren't coming. The name's Keeledge. Pleasure to meet you. Hilgard sent me to Emerald Stair to keep an eye on this place. I had orders to make contact as soon as you arrived. I won't talk long. He only wants me to let you know I'm here. If you need to get word to the ambassador, I'm your man. Depends on the day. Hilgard told me to blend in, observe, and contact you. Now, I think I'm just supposed to wait and report back in a few days. I'm worried about drawing attention from Ludwine's crew in the meantime. I think they're up to something. I've got a bad feeling about this. I think the scale of their operation is dangerous. All right. I suppose I can do that. Exactly how far do you want me to go with this? Understood. Until later, Envoy.
Watch yourself. That's all of them. There are worse ways to end a fight.
Treasure hunting suits you.
This is no ranger camp, Envoy.
This is taking too long. We should have gotten orders by now.
Inquisitor Ludwig is taking her time. I think she wants to see how the Envoy performs. She has a vested interest in them.
Then forgive my impatience, brother.
No need. Eagerness is a virtue, not a vice.
Well, if it isn't the Adirian envoy.
We weren't expecting reinforcements. Either you've come early, or more likely, you shouldn't be here.
The Steel Garrote is here. Don't like that one bit.
Tell you what, turn around, and Inquisitor Ludwig doesn't have to hear about this unfortunate little mix-up.
You must think we were born yesterday. Still, that was a good attempt. What if we gave you an incentive to turn a blind eye to this little operation of ours?
An excellent idea, sister. Copper or iron? The choice is yours. Very astute. Inquisitor Ludwig told us to kill anyone who happens to find this place.
And she means anyone.
I'd rather not kill an Adirian official over an honest error, so take the money and look the other way. Then you're not leaving. What a pity. Normally I'd think twice about spilling godlike blood, but for you I'll make an exception.
Is that all you got?
What's that?
Take it off.
Right behind.
Gotcha. Quit moving. Really just kicked the Saltfly's nest. I guess we're in this now.
Envoy, when we first met, I thought I was going to keep you out of trouble.
Show yourself. Aha!
Here we go.
Quiet as the depths.
Show your hands! I'm with you! How dare you!
Anna! That hurt. Anna!
They're gone!
Stop right there.
I heard something.
Stop right there.
After them!
Take it off.
Under attack!
You take lead.
It's the end. You're going to regret this. Where did they go? Easy, Anna.
Right flank.
That's it for me. Anna. That's more like it. On my last legs. Anna. Thanks. I'm with you.
How dare
Get down, you. Stop that one. Anna.
something.
Keep quiet.
Is someone there?
What's that?
I'm with you.
Where are you at?
Watch your back! Look right! Done! That's more like it! Just as good. I owe you.
the envoy.
Take the We've got company.
Found
Unseen, unheard.
Stop right there.
I'm with you. How dare you? They're gone.
Just as good. Unseen, unheard.
After them!
They're gone.
Again.
This is it for me.
Is someone stop right there? How dare you!
They're gone.
This is it for me.
Try that again.
Got company! They're gone!
You shouldn't be here.
Back on my feet.
I'm about done.
You're a good friend. Try that again. Ooh, that hurt.
If you'd asked me how many steel garrote could pack into a cave, I'd have been very wrong.
Hope this was just a regular outpost. Nope. This is a war camp.
Make the Inquisitor proud!
It's the end!
Well, that was fun.
Who's there?
I don't like this. How did no one know this was here? They've kept... You take lead.
Found you! I'll get you!
All right.
Quiet as the depths.
Who's there?
Stop right. I'm with you.
On now.
I can't.
Back on my feet.
Never seen so many steel garrote soldiers before. I'd say we earned a break. Can't say I'm sad to see these people strewn about.
Whatever they were up to, we put an end to it. right? Yeah. Reminds me of what Rawatai built up when we went into Deadfire.
Sounds about right. Hey, is it too late to go back to Paradise? These guys really seem to want everyone dead. I guess we should look around while we're here. I wouldn't mind figuring out what they were up to.
You know, that's a smart idea. This is why I was always in the trenches rather than the strategy tent.
Looking around, feels like we broke up something big. Well done, us.
Not bad for a day's work. I think we've all earned a couple ales back at camp.
There's a lot of stuff here they won't be using anymore. Might as well take some of it with us.
Maybe they've got some ale.
They were planning on burning down Fior. How could they do something like that?
Another win. But who's counting?
Take a moment, people.
Can anyone hear me?
go. Here we go. Let's see what you got. Hold. Take your best shot. Watch yourselves. This one's mine. Listen, Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Right, and I got cooking lessons in solace, but you don't see me making beetle... needle mash every night. For dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair. You don't want to get eaten?
Show me what you got! To your left! They should thank us.
The trail goes through the ravine and into the glade. Careful where you step. Keep quiet.
Get to the lake!
Look at that. After you, envoy.
Good
those roots tearing the bridge apart, or holding it together?
Right behind you.
Got it shot. Not looking so good. Need a hand. Time to round.
After you, Envoy.
Right behind you.
Remind me not to switch food.
Not looking so good.
You okay?
Left! Don't die!
Back on my feet.
Another down.
Right behind you.
Don't die!
Try that again!
Can't keep this up.
Right behind you.
Stay.
right behind you. Blind spot.
This one's mine. I'm losing it. Back on my feet. Not looking so good. Right with you. Stay. Let's see what you got.
Well, that was fun.
keep quiet.
Think the Delimgon did all that? Or maybe the land itself? Unseen, unheard.
Back in the fight. Right flank. Back on my feet. Everyone okay? Let's see what you got! Nice!
fallen this day. This ends now.
Come and get me. To your left. Take it off. From your right.
Appreciate it. Quiet, Nim dude.
A welcome visitor. It has been so long since one of your kind has walked in this grove. I mean one from the land, your kind. But why have you come here? A curious thing for Kith to want. Even one as special as you. It belonged to one who tended this grove for longer than I have been here. Sickness changed them, as it has recently changed so many creatures in these woods. It no longer recognized us as their kin. We had to stop them before their madness damaged the land. But it is over now. All that remains is their heart. Our kind has no need for such remembrances. It would cause us no pain to part with it. Take it, and go in peace.
I can't believe you pulled that off. Now, let's get out of here before she notices my wood pistol grip.
You've returned. There is no need to be.
Shadow! Can't say as I remember.
For an Adiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giada. Very few, save for old Quilici, and he's like a father. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first, let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood. All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum. Chrysalis.
Hands reach through a mirror. They clasp you by the throat.
Hello? You still with me? No, we should stop. This has gone far enough. Let's go over your results. Your soul has a fascinating internal structure, perfectly balanced. An artist couldn't have made it better. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold. Usually all it takes is a mirror. Not my area of expertise, I'm afraid. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting. The stress of war can leave a mark on the soul, but this is different. Quite different. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's theory of the Dream Scourge. Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land. Diverted, like the flow of a river. Purposeful, maybe, but to what end? Regardless, essence doesn't just disappear. It must be going somewhere. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
I'll be honest. He lost me when we started talking about souls. What did I miss?
think, what if I wasn't a ranger?
Of course. What would you do?
Are you as excited to get started as I am? Because I'm very excited. I hate to admit it, but I saw that one coming. Those two don't get out much. When Ignacy took away their research funding, I pulled some strings to get it back. He told me I was a fool, but they'll prove him wrong someday. I have faith. I hope you had an enlightening visit at the corpse farm. Elia is one of my favorite neighbors, second only to Quilici. When her best farmhand got stuck up a tree, I got him down in one piece. Well, several pieces. I've always looked up to her. And you got his machine up and running. That's what I call progress. I helped Monto after his wife died. She was brilliant, and he took the loss hard. I'm going to miss him. Sounds like you've met with everyone. We're ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest? Makes sense. You won't find a better source of energy. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus. Well, that's where I need your help. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I can't blame you for avoiding a place like that.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there. The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
If that's where her parents died, I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Okay, walking into the basement of an animancer I just met. Right, feels great. Don't know what I expected, but this isn't it.
Haven from the Blight. Who grows here?
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty reborn. A life of peace.
Guards. We can leave now, right?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Gods, I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there? For the time being, that would be best. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way. Don't worry. It's more durable than it looks. Kind of like me. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fior. There should be some equipment waiting for us. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fior. No telling how long we'll be gone. I almost forgot. Someone gave me a letter for you. They said it was for the envoy's eyes alone. I may have glanced at the handwriting. Don't worry, your secrets are safe. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety. Works for me. This is a good opportunity to cleanse our place of rest. Spiritually, I mean.